Hey guys, it's Super Video Games or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my top 5 videos. Today, we are going to be going over 5 weapons that actually take skill to use. Now, I quickly want to mention, guys, the last video for the Amazon gift card giveaway, all you have to do is leave a like and then say I liked in the comments, and 2 days after this video comes up, I will pick a couple of winners. So again, leave a like and then say I liked in the comments. Now, I think we can all agree that the majority of weapons in COD Zombies really don't take any skill to use. Weapons like the Apothecary Servant, hell, even the Thunder Gun, the KT-4. It's not that hard to use these guns. All you have to do is stand in a corner, spam it, and you're gonna go through rounds like crazy. Now, I went through all the weapons in COD Zombies, and I picked 5 guns that I think at least take a little bit of skill to use. I feel like people stay away from these 5 guns because they really don't know how to use them properly. Heck, I don't even know how to use these weapons properly, but I've seen a lot of people using these guns effectively, and I'm like, I don't know how you do that, but I'm not that good. So we'll be going over 5 guns, like I said, that take at least a little bit of skill to use in COD Zombies. Like always, guys, before we get into our list, if you guys have any top 5 ideas, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be doing a bunch of top 5s before World War II comes out. Once World War II drops, the top 5s will definitely slow down. I'll still do some, especially the World War II top 5s, but I want to do as many as I can. So guys, feed me those ideas in the comment section below. If you haven't already, drop a like. Our goal is 3K like always. And besides that, guys, let's talk about some guns that take skill to use in COD Zombies. So starting our list off in the number 5 spot, I have the Banshee shotgun from Revelations, and honestly, there's about like 4 or 5 guns I could have probably put in this spot right here, but the Banshee, in my opinion, is a very, very interesting shotgun, and I wanted to put it on this list because I actually think if you use this weapon correctly, it can be a very, very good gun. Now, I think it's no secret, a lot of people do not like this gun right here because the non-pack-a-punch version is pretty garbage, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very, very bad gun, non-pack-a-punch, but if you pack-a-punch it and you use it in the right situations, it can be gold. There are 2 steps on how to use the Banshee correctly on Revelations. Step 1, do not use the non-pack-a-punch version, and step 2, guys, pack-a-punch this gun as soon as you get it because the non-papped version is garbage. Like, the difference between the non-PAP version and the PAP version, it is a completely different gun. Non-PAP, the thing sucks. The fire rate is just painfully slow, and then the PAP version, the fire rate is really quick, and it's actually pretty effective. But I'm not gonna lie, against just regular zombies, really not the best idea, but where this thing shines, and guys, get prepared for this, the Easter egg. This thing is a beast at the Easter egg. For all the Margwa steps, this thing absolutely destroys, and the reason why I have it on this list, it actually takes a little bit of skill to use because it's not a regular bullet weapon where you just shoot and it instantly hits your target. It is an energy gun, and the shot kind of travels, and you kind of have to predict where the Margwa is going to be. You have to hit the Margwa's heads, but when you use it correctly, and if you are good with this gun, it absolutely destroys the Margwas in the Margwa step, in the Apothecary, and of course in the boss fight as well. So coming in at the number 4 spot on my list, I have the flamethrower from World at War Zombies. And the reason why I have the flamethrower on a list like this is because it is not easy to use this gun in World at War, and the thing is, in World at War, this gun is actually used a lot for high rounds, especially on a map like Nocturne and Totem, because you only have 24 zombies around in those higher rounds, but still, it is tough to use, and of course, it does have infinite ammo. That's why it's good for higher rounds, but being able to train with this gun, especially on a map like Noct, I have no idea how some people do it, but being able to train with this gun for, you know, hundreds of rounds, really. It's absolutely insane. Takes a lot of skill, and I know I definitely could not use it. Of course, not really used on a map like Dur East, where there's more than 24 zombies, and of course you have the Pack-a-Punch as well. It's used more on like Noct and even Shinonuma as well, but still, it is a very tough gun to use in World at War. So coming in at the number 3 spot on my list, I have the NX SHADOWCLAWs from Gorod Krovi, and you probably might be wondering, well, Adam, where is the ballistic knife at? The NX SHADOWCLAWs and the ballistic knife are pretty much the exact same thing. They are meant for reviving people, and the reason why I only put the NX SHADOWCLAW on this list, and spoiler alert, it's not going to be in the number 2 or number 1 spot, the ballistic knife, but the NX SHADOWCLAWs at least can kill zombies. With the ballistic knife, after like 10 rounds, and if you are caught with this thing out on round 15 or 20, you're pretty much screwed, because it's not going to kill zombies, and it's really just for reviving people. At least with the SHADOWCLAWs, it can kill. Of course, it's not effective at all, but it can at least kill some zombies. You can spam these things like crazy. You have a bunch of ammo, so you at least have the opportunity, and on top of that, you can revive people pretty easily with these things. Now, if the NX SHADOWCLAWs were on a map like Revelations, I don't even know if it would be on this list, but since this weapon is only on Gorod, this is a tough weapon to use. Not everyone can use this weapon effectively, because Gorod, it's a tough map. Close quarters, and having a weapon slot specifically for reviving people, it's not really the best idea. So if you are going to use these things, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be a good zombies player, and of course, in the boss fight as well, sacrificing a weapon slot for revives, that's a bold move right there. So for people who actually use the NX SHADOWCLAWs consistently, they obviously have some skill, and they know what they're doing. So coming in at the number 2 spot on my list, I have the first wonder weapon that we're going to have on the list, and that is the VR11 from Call of the Dead. Now, I know the VR11 isn't a good wonder weapon. It's just really not the best thing in the world. I actually had it on my 5 most hated wonder weapons list. I don't like it at all. But the thing is, if you are going to use this thing effectively, you have to be a good zombies player. Just look up gameplay of people in higher rounds using the VR11 effectively. It's absolutely insane. Now, the way it works in solo, it's pretty much useless besides the Easter egg. But if you're playing in co-op, you can actually really benefit from the VR11, especially if you are going for those higher rounds. Because in co-op, what you can do when it's upgraded, you can shoot your teammate. Your teammate will become invincible for like 3 or 5 seconds, and he will have insta-kill for that time. So what the strategy is you group up zombies, shoot your teammate, and then your teammate will be able to insta-kill all that entire horde, and you can move on to the next one. So it definitely takes a lot of skill. It does not have a lot of ammo, so you obviously have to be really good at zombies to use this thing effectively and get to those higher rounds. So coming in at the number 1 spot on my list, the one weapon in all of COD Zombies that I personally think takes the most skill to use has to be the JGB Wonder Weapon from Shangri-La. And since this weapon is a Wonder Weapon, I had to put it in the number 1 spot, because pretty much every single wonder weapon in COD Zombies is really easy to use, besides like the jet gun, but the jet gun's more annoying than anything. But the JGB is effective, but you have to know how to use this weapon properly, and you have to be a good zombies player. And that's one thing I kind of realized when Shang came out on BO3 with Chronicles. I was like, damn, this gun is actually not that easy to use. It actually takes a lot of skill, and watching some people use this gun, I'm like, I don't know how they do it, but every time I use it, I'll run through a horde of zombies and I'll die. And of course, Shang is a tough map, right? It's the close quarter map. You have to deal with the screaming zombie, you have to deal with the fire zombie as well, so you have to be very, very cautious, and you have to use this gun properly. You have to know what you're doing in order to survive. With the majority of all wonder weapons, all you have to do is just shoot your shot into a horde, and there they go. They're all dead. But with this gun, it's different. you actually have to take damage in order to kill the zombies. You shoot them and then you run through them. Or do you want to maybe shoot them and then use a ray gun to kill the small? Like, there's so many things you can do with this gun. And again, Shang is not an easy map. A one weapon like this is not easy to use on a map like this. And I think it definitely deserves the #1 spot, because I always find myself using this gun round 20, no problem, round 30, no problem. And after that, I just have like the stupidest downs because, you know, one zombie hits me and then I run through my horde when I make them little babies and then I die because of the damage. It's a very interesting gun and it definitely takes a lot of skill to use, especially if you want to get into those higher rounds. So there we have it, guys. Those are 5 guns in COD Zombies that take at least a little bit of skill to use. And what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with my list? Do you disagree? Or am I just a straight up pleb? Let me guys know in the comment section below. If you haven't already, guys, slap a like on the video, subscribe for more top 5s, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.